Sorry, y'all. That was a furious intro. They didn't even hear it. It was a great intro. I did like, okay. Take two. Hello. Sorry. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Feud, the game show of hilariously bad opinions. We have a great competition here for you this evening. We have two great competitors. We have Karamia and Nik Oldershaw. It's both their first times here, and they're going to do great. But for the uninitiated, let me explain the rules to you. Feud is the game show of hilariously bad opinions. We all feel bad about the things we think sometimes, so why not make them funny? And here, one of my favorite opinions that was ever debated on the show was you shouldn't be able to get a DUI during the day. And if you agree with that, you would debate 2 minutes for it, trying to explain to the audience why they would vote for you. And if you're against it, you would debate a minute and a half against their opinion. And you would try to explain to the audience why they should vote for you. Yeah. So in the chat, if you guys, the audience, you guys, the ones watching right now, you will vote in the chat. You vote P for pro, you vote C for con. Eventually there'll be polls up and I'll have bots and shit. It'll be great. But we have to get to this feud. Let me get to this feud for you guys. Let me get to your first competitor this evening. She believes that purple foods are wrong and unnatural. Give it up for Carmi.
I'm great. So just go right into it, explain why, in fact, purple foods are wrong and unnatural. Okay. So super quick, I guess to give you some background. I have a certain level of synesthesia. That's where like you experience more than one sense at once. So when I see colors, I can taste them also. And so when I see purple, it puts a terrible taste in my mouth, and it always has. I used to be disgusted by the color purple just because of the way it made my mouth feel. So by extension, purple foods are freaking disgusting. But even beyond that, just for me having synesthesia, just let's consider color theory in general. You know, like how do you make purple? It's blue and red, but where are those things coming from? Okay, like green foods make sense. Okay, we have the yellow sun, we got the blue sky. Green foods, they're great for you. Eat it. Purple foods, you have the blue sky and the blood from innocent souls. What the fuck? No, you don't want that. Don't eat purple foods.
No, that's fair. I don't. What about those? There's those purple yams. What about those?
No, those are wrong.
Okay. Well, all right.
Purple carrots also wrong. I don't even fuck with blueberries like that because they're purple on the inside.
I didn't even know carrots came in purple. That's
They
new
do.
news. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Cara. Thank you for that. And, we have to go to your opponent, and we have to hear his introduction opinion. And he believes if you could build a house on government land and defend it for 3 days, you get to keep it.
I'm doing well, man. How are you doing? Let me dive right into why I think, and it's because look, when I drove, and I've driven through this country a lot, I've been going on road trips a lot, like throughout the past year, and when you drive through the desert, you will see swaths and swaths, specifically, like when you go to national parks, for some reason it's protected or whatever, but they're not using most of it, and I feel like if you have the raw materials and the skill to build a house on government land that nobody else is on, and then you're able to defend yourself from ATF, DEA, whatever forces of agency want to come and try to take it from you, you should have a right to the property that you've secured. But I don't want to, like, I want to clarify, this doesn't just extend to like national park desert land. I also think this should apply to like any government owned land. So like if your Fortnite skills are really good and you can build like a Unabomber cabin like on the roof of the White House, but if you can defend it for 3 days, if you're that skilled, you should by all means get to live there until you decide to build a cabin somewhere else. I think that there's no way that it won't work out, that the people who do it don't deserve it. Just my take.
Wow. Nik, that's fair. That's a good take, dude. I don't
You're right, though,
I don't know,
too.
yeah.
If you're white, that's how it already works. That's what happens.
Yeah, if you can defend against the U.S. for 3 days, you deserve that land.
Well, yeah, anybody. I mean, you know, it includes everything. But the thing is, like, once you have that, it's like, all right, man, now you got to deal with like the rattlers and the bears, though.
Yeah.
So it's like,
you got to start taking care of yourself now. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Nik, how do you feel about purple foods being the worst?
It's hard. She made a lot of really good points. So let me make sure if Do I argue? Do I get to choose if I'm in favor or against it?
No, you're against it, no matter what.
I'm against it. Okay, that's right. I think it's elitist. You talk about naturally colored. Let me tell you something. I didn't grow up with a lot of money. All right, so the main thing I was mainly eating. It was a lot of Pop-Tarts, and it was mainly the purple and blue Pop-Tarts. And to me, that was the best food I was gonna get. Sometimes I'd have a raw eggplant if my mom could steal one from the local farmer's market. So to say that purple foods are wrong and unnatural honestly feels like a form of class warfare against me specifically as a child who ate a lot of purple food. And also, I'm colorblind, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's super elitist now.
Yeah, so that's my take. So yes, my take is that it's a bad praxis or whatever.
Okay. And Cara, how do you feel about if you can build a house on government land and defend it for 3 days, you get to keep it? How do you feel about that?
I mean, well, I have to be in opposition, but like I said, it's already something that white men can do, but I know that it's something that won't work in practice because, like, black people get shot up in homes that they own. There's no way I could just pull up to some government land and be like, this is mine. I'm not So I would argue that your take is actually racist. You didn't realize it, but
You're right. It would be insane if they built like the Move project in the mountains and it still got firebombed. We gotta fucking. What are they doing up there?
Well, you guys, this is going to be a fiery episode. Let's get started. Speaking of racism, Cara, your first opinion is here. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Your first opinion is that Shakespeare wasn't real. He's a fictitious arm of white supremacy. You have 2 minutes to discuss, and your time starts now.
All right. Y'all know that nigga wasn't real. Come on. Like, you've seen these pictures of Shakespeare. No one ever looked like that ever. Who else have you seen drawn with ruffles? No one. This was a fictitious person, and they tried to give all of these hints so that you would be clued in to know that. They also told you that Shakespeare helped revise the Bible, but we know that the revisions in the Bible were put there just so that you can make slavery and all these other terrible white supremacist things work. So that means Shakespeare was a white supremacist, but Shakespeare, I think, was actually, all the letters were capitalized, and it's this acronym that's been lost to the ages, but each letter represents a different guy, and they all wrote different lines in these sonnets. People think it's prolific, but they told you, if you get a bunch of monkeys and a bunch of typewriters together, eventually they'll come up with Shakespeare. Those ideas didn't come from nowhere. That's actually what happened in the first place. That's how we got Shakespeare, and now we're just using it to continue perpetuating white supremacy. That is my time, I think.
Let me get over here.
I thought we was debating.
No, it's okay. Yeah, no, that was that was great. That was great. That was perfect. Do you have the names of the guys that make up Shakespeare? Like, do you know?
Okay. Steve, Hank, Arlo, Kevin, Jason, Sean, Pete, Eric, Aaron, but there's only one A.
Yeah.
He's a really annoying Aaron. Ryan and Edward.
Ooh,
those
okay.
are the people in Shakespeare.
Okay.
Don't ask me to repeat them again. You heard them the first time.
Where did William come from?
William, that's just to throw people off. So that you would think that it's one nigga, but it's a lot like, are you familiar with the hip-hop group Travis Porter? Which is actually, they make that song, you wanna see some ass, I wanna see some cat.
Yeah.
That's actually 3 niggas. Travis Porter is 3 niggas. It's the same thing.
I thought Travis Porter was one dude.
No, it's 3 niggas. It's 3 niggas, Lemaire.
Like El DeBarge, right? Thank you.
Same exact, yeah.
Great debating, Cara. It's your turn. And Nick, your turn's finished for now. And Nick, it's your turn. You have 1.5 minutes to debate against it. And your time, let me get my timer up. Your time, you know what? Your time will start right now.
All right, I can't prove that William Shakespeare wasn't like 12 dudes all troned into one like theater kid, but claiming that he's an arm of white supremacy, it's like, wasn't Othello all about like a black dude who got mad pussy? Like what, like, and
Yeah, and what they do to him. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. It's like you wrote that story in like the 15th century or whatever. It's like that seems kind of progressive. I don't know. That feels kind of like the precursor to Blackish or whatever we have on TV. I don't know. The problem is I wish I knew more about Shakespeare. This is a tough one, dude. I feel like as a reactionary white guy, I have to say no, right? As somebody who's just championing libertarianism, I feel like I can't let this abide. As an arm of white supremacy, I'm trying to think. It just doesn't sit right with me. I don't think white people. Nah, we do. I was gonna say white people don't like poems that much, but I feel like you might actually have me dead to rights on this one. This is a very hard. Lemaire. I asked Lemaire. I was like, "What happens if she just makes really good points?" I'm trying, man. Lemaire, I'm trying. Nah, that shit's fake.
Damn, dude. Okay. Well, as per the rules of Feud, once you agree, they get the point. So, Cara, you're up 1-0. Yeah.
Damn.
It's okay. It's the rules, man. That's more of a new rule, but I have to enforce it. So, you're up 1-0 right now, Cara. And Nick, we're going to your opinion. Are you ready for
I'm
your
ready,
first opinion of the game? The first debatable opinion of the game. Okay? All right. Your opinion is... I'm sorry. Your opinion is people gotta stop wearing shoes all the time.
Yeah, this is some shit I really believe, because I think that just in general, I think that we've gotten really soft as a society, and I think that like a way that you could like toughen people up without removing a lot of the luxuries that we like air conditioning and shit, just take the shoes off. Let's get back to like the hunter-gatherer, just a little reminder of like our hunter-gatherer roots. Also, the other big problem that I have with this is I really get bothered by like foot freaks, like Quentin Tarantino and stuff. And I feel like part of that comes from the fact that we like hide the feet away, so people are like pining. They're kind of like pining to know what they look like they're forbidden or whatever. But also, if you're not wearing shoes all the time, everybody's feet are gonna be like all busted up, and nobody's gonna be jacking off to those things, which is exactly as God intended it. I feel like, don't you also feel like you can run faster without shoes on? I just feel like it's better for like emergency situations. I feel like if we restructure society from this very just one basic change, we'll all be uplifted into being less horny, mentally stronger, physically tougher people. You tell me. Oh no. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say.
Wow, okay. Great debate, Nick. That was great. Nobody wants to jack off to messed up toes. You're right.
That's right, dude.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick. And Cara, it's your turn to debate against his opinion. And your time, it starts right. Let me fix this real quick. Your time, it starts.
Ooh. I mean, Nick made a good point. Nobody wants to jerk off to busted up feet, but you're not gonna have nice feet by walking around. Like, we live in a city, Nick. You said let's get back to the hunter-gatherer days. This is Philadelphia. You're not gonna fare well being a dirty foot walking around with no shoes on, especially, like, it sounds silly. There's hypodermic needles, all kinds of trash, half-eaten Wawa sandwiches. You should not be walking around barefoot. And I can say that as a former dirty foot, I'm a Floridian, okay? I used to walk barefoot fucking everywhere. And I will admit this to the internet now. Once I walked from the band room, I was a band dude. We walked from the band room to the gas station with no shoes on. That's no way to live, Nick. It is uncivilized. My feet were the same color on the top and the bottom. They're not supposed to be like that, okay? No. We need shoes. We need shoes. I'm sorry. That is my time.
All right. Okay. Oh, both coins are on. I'm sorry. They were both supposed to be off. You guys can't have those coins yet.
Never mind. I already have them.
Yeah, you got one. Okay. So, all right. Now, that was a great argument. Now we go to the point where we get the votes from the audience. Audience, if you agree with Nick that we can't be wearing shoes all the time, you vote P in the chat. And if you agree with Carl, you vote C in the chat. So now, you guys can debate for more votes. So Nick, how do you feel about Carl's points?
That stuff will weed itself out. I genuinely believe. I'm telling you, because again, by removing shoes, I guess this is the darker part of my plan that you don't want to reveal right away. But you will weed out the weaker stratas of society and take people's shoes off. Because you're right, they will step on.
Eugenics.
No. It's fair. It's fair because everybody takes their shoes off. It's completely. I'm a very fair person. But you're right. Some people will step on hypodermic needles. Some people will step in glass. Some people will have very dirty feet, and they'll probably be cast aside. Pushed into their own little camps, and the species as a whole will get stronger. We'll have an annexed group of freaks.
Yeah.
and then all the alphas will be thriving.
You guys can go back and forth this time. There's no
Oh, wait, I don't have to wait quietly.
Yeah,
I think your idea would be good if there wasn't concrete everywhere. Like you said, you could run better, and that'd be true if we were on grass. Find the grass. Where's the grass at? The park? You lit if we at the park. But if you're just on the sidewalk, there's a reason that those annoying ass white girls that go jogging every day do so in the bike lane. You can't just be barefoot on the sidewalk. It's terrible for your joints. Bad for your health.
Not right now because you've had your feet contained like veal. It's like your feet right now. Seriously, it's like a baby cow that's tied up. You gotta strengthen those things up. They need to be like a bolt, and the only way to do that is by exposing them to the hard reality of concrete every day. And then and then the motivation to work harder and succeed in society is to be able to afford nice carpets when you go home at night. Like everything is baked in. All of my point.
Like capitalism and this sort of trickle-down theory. It's going to greatly leave out those who reside in public housing. You've been barefoot all day, and now you have to walk around on this hard-ass like linoleum floor to further pain. No, choose.
Yeah, well, you guys, that was some great debating. But the people have spoken, and Nick, you get the point.
Oh,
it was 1-1. Nick, you get the point.
We got a lot of evil listeners, I guess.
Now, it's your second opinion, Cara. Okay. Your second opinion is... are you ready? You can judge the quality of a neighborhood based on how ratchet the Family Dollar is. You have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to debate this, and your time starts now.
Okay, I'm going to give you a quick story. I used to live in Bushwick in Brooklyn, and I knew that the area I was in was very ratchet because the very first time I went into the Family Dollar, the moment I walked in, you hear that overhead announcement saying, "Welcome to Family Dollar. This store is being monitored." So all this blah, blah, blah. The voice telling you that cameras is watching your ass, don't steal nothing. Okay, that recording didn't even finish when I see the cashier come from behind the register, grab a broom out of another customer's shopping cart, and then chase another customer out of the store. He runs out the store. She puts the broom back and then goes back around the counter and starts checking people out and don't say shit. It's just another day at Family Dollar. And that neighborhood that I lived in, ratchet as fuck, and that's how I knew that, because of that experience. You can easily judge how ratchet a place is going to be by how the Family Dollar is. I moved slightly over to a different neighborhood in Bushwick. They had the Monster energy drinks unlocked. That's how you know you can go right in and grab you a Monster energy drink. The other Family Dollar, they had those anti-theft security tags on the detergent, okay? You had to ask somebody to come from behind the counter to get you some deodorant, okay? Niggas is violent out here. We're very desperate. This is a ratchet neighborhood, okay? But then here's how you really know you're in a good neighborhood. Ain't no Family Dollar. They don't put Family Dollars in good places. Like, they tried this on the bougie side of town where I'm from, and it closed. Within 6 months, they're like, we don't need this. Everything's fine. We're just going to shop at Target. You can keep your Family Dollar, and that's how you know. So, like, fuck the street easy, giving you, like, the ratings. Oh, this neighborhood, where's the Family Dollar? Go inside. Are there things all over the floor? Depending on who you are as a person, this may or may not be the neighborhood for you. And that is my time.
Right on the clock. Car,
Yeah.
Thank you. Great job. Great argument. How many neighborhoods have you lived in? You've named 3 places so far. 4.
Okay, I lived in a lot of places. So Tarpon Springs, that's where I'm from. That's in Florida. There is the Family Dollar in Bed-Stuy, and then the Family Dollar in Bushwick that I live nearby. But also the one with the stuff all on the floor.
Yeah.
That was the Family Dollar in the Bronx.
Yeah. Okay. What's your worst Family Dollar experience? Probably that one, right?
No, it was the one in Bed-Stuy with like the nigga running out the store.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't a fake thing. That really happened.
Well, thank you for that was a great debate, Nick. It's your turn. You have a retort.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a technicality because it's basically just that. It feels like a flawed premise because you're right. There's no such thing as a nice Family Dollar. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, so you can't tell how ratchet a neighborhood is based on the quality of the family. Because I'll tell you what, even I've been in neighborhoods like in Maryland and Annapolis. There's a dollar store. Even in here in Glendale, there's a family. It's called Dollar King. You know, we have to do it differently here. They have to market to like Armenians or whatever. But there's. I just don't think it's a fair litmus test. Because even in the nicest neighborhoods, you're right, it's like if you want to get frozen chicken nuggets, they're like on the floor next to the freezer, right? So, this is, again, I don't know how to debate this point because I agree with you, but I think that what I'm really trying to say is like, Family Dollars exist in this weird force field of shittiness no matter where they are. So, I don't know if you can really judge a neighborhood based on the shittiness of a family. I don't think that's fair to the neighborhood. Does that make sense? You're making really good points. This is what's so hard about this shit.
No, I have been in a nice Family Dollar before. It's happened.
No,
it's happened.
You're fibbing. No, I have to call fibbing on this.
Wow.
Only the darkest shit happens in Family Dollar. I remember. Never mind. I shouldn't even get sidetracked.
No, dude. If you have time, you can.
I saw that. I took like karate when I was like 14.
Yeah.
I got my black belt, right, and the dude who I took karate from, I looked up to him. I thought this guy was like the greatest dude in the world. And years later, when I was 18, I was at the Family Dollar just like buying snacks, and I saw this guy like weighing up which piece of fucking like dollar frozen food, because he couldn't have both of them. Clearly, it was clearly like a budgetary thing. It was just a dark moment at the Family Dollar to watch one of my heroes fall.
Okay, well, you guys, I'm opening up the votes. You guys can go back at it.
Did he fall? He was coaching. I mean, he was a sensei to 14-year-olds. He was probably at about the same level the entire time. You just didn't realize it.
It's just like if you saw Goku buying bagel bites, like counting quarters to buy bagel bites. You're like,
understand.
Damn.
Super Saiyan work don't pay. Volunteering.
This is a fucking hard one to debate.
If you agree with Nick, vote C, and if you agree with Carl, vote P. Yeah, just gotta let you guys know. So keep debating, yo. Any more? No more Dollar Tree horror story? Like
I don't have horror stories, but I do have nice things to say about Family Dollar. I think Family Dollar is infinitely better than Walmart, because at least if you shop at Family Dollar, you know you're not supporting slave labor.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
I feel like
and you know the shit's gonna break soon, so it's okay. I got it at $20.
I do remember like stealing a lot of candy from Family Dollar, and like all the cashiers just being like, "Go ahead."
Okay. That was
no, they're not that invested.
The best part of Family Dollar is stealing from Family Dollar.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never stolen from Family Dollar.
No. Why not?
Because I don't like to steal from stores. I just like to steal from the government because they deserve it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we're up. We're tied in voting right now. I have my side, and the audience is their side. So we need.
I feel like Nick said he agreed, so I got the point.
It's such a hard thing to argue.
It was like, okay, this time it was a loose I agree. It wasn't as definitive as before.
Because I don't think there's such thing as nice. I still stand by the fact that it's not a valid way to judge the quality of a neighborhood. I think they all suck.
Neighborhoods.
That's what I said. If there's not a Family Dollar, it's a great neighborhood.
Yeah, but see, I don't know if I agree with that, because I've been in nice neighborhoods with Family Dollars. I guess that's my point.
But the neighborhood was nice, but the Family Dollar was still ratchet.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that is my point exactly.
Okay.
Family Dollars exist in this.
The level of racketry. Was it just regular dollar store racketry, or is it just like they don't pay me enough to pick all this shit up off the floor?
It's like it feels like you like walked into Narnia. It feels like you like passed through a portal or something.
Well, you guys, I'm gonna call it. and I gotta give this one to Nick.
Really?
On the,
Wow.
Yeah, the rich the rat. It makes sense, you know. The neighborhood's still, even if the Dollar Tree is there, I'm sorry, that's more ratchet. Even if the Family Dollar is there, like the neighborhood's still, like it could be a good neighborhood, but that Family Dollar will be bad no matter what. Not the neighborhood.
Dollar Tree's one we had where I grew up. Dollar Tree is like the depths.
Yeah, that's the
But they do make really nice Dollar Trees. Actually, they put Dollar Trees in bougie neighborhoods.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go to. So it's 2-1. Nick's up right now, right? Yeah. So we're gonna go to your final opinion, Nick, and it's it's we don't need to teach history further back than the 80s.
What a hard one to debate. Yeah, man, it's like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't remember any of that stuff. You know. I feel like we just need to start teaching history like when movies started getting good, basically. You know, like because I feel like, man, I spend so much time like, you know, like in school, like, you know, it's like you learn about like what pirates are and shit, and then like by the time, and then you find out it's not even like a job you can have one day. It's like, why did I spend a week learning about this? Also, it's like you got two. I feel like, look, we all know that the only way to cure racism in this country is to stop addressing it, right? So if we just start history when Family Matters was on TV, people aren't even gonna understand why you would be mean to somebody who's a different color. Right? I just feel it's, you know, like, you know, why do I need to know this much stuff about George Washington? He's not coming to Christmas. I'm not gonna meet him. Right? Like, I don't need, like, why do I know weird personal facts about him? Just tell me who he was. Or no, don't even tell me that. Honestly, start with Reagan, I guess. I don't know. He was a president in the 80s, right? He was bad. Things got better from there. Everything's great now. And, yeah, I mean, let me think about it for a minute. It all checks out.
Wow. Great debate, Nick. Powerful. The audience, ha. I don't remember any of that stuff. It's great. You're getting, all right. Carl, you're going to have an uphill battle, but I believe you can do it. It's your turn to go, and your time starts. Let me take this off of there. Your time starts. It'll start exactly like right now.
You sound a lot like Tucker Carlson with this opinion, bro. Like before I jumped on here, I just got done listening to Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, and Tucker Carlson said something exactly like that about color blindness. Why don't we just forget about it all and start now? And my man's like, if you're agreeing with Tucker Carlson, bro, then like you might not be all right. I mean, I guess the show is about bad opinions, but then maybe does that mean that you want this round? I mean, that's a solid bad opinion, but I think the issue that I take most with is when you came for pirates, okay? And you said, why do we need to learn about pirates? I'm going to tell you why the fuck we need to learn about pirates. As a Floridian, have you ever asked yourself whether the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, there's a real fucking reason, okay? We had real-ass pirates land in Tampa Bay. Jose Gaspar, his band of buddies. It was a real big deal, and we celebrate it annually despite coronavirus. It's called Gasparilla. It's basically, this is real. It's like pirate Mardi Gras, basically. So everybody's dressed as pirates. Bitches throwing titties, you're throwing beef. Pirates are important, is what I'm saying. And we would not appreciate the importance of pirates if we only learned about history up until the 80s. You'd be like, what the fuck is Florida doing? That's stupid. No, learn your history and you're like, oh, that stupid thing that Florida's doing makes a lot of sense. History is important. And I will concede the rest of my time.
Wow, great debate.
some you hear that Gator pride, that Florida pride? That was
yeah, right. Yeah.
That was potent.
Not Gators, I went to Florida State, but yeah.
The racist one, right? My cousin Quan says, "Car, your shirt is everything."
Appreciate you. Check it out. Your face tattoo.
And Hansigan says, the future president of the United States, Tucker Carlson.
Hell yeah.
So, wow, that was powerful. If you believe that we shouldn't teach anything past the 80s, you vote P in the chat. If you don't agree with that and you believe in pirates, you vote C in the chat. And Cara and Nick, go get some more votes. Come on, we got time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just.
Remind
I mean,
the audience that a vote for P is not a vote for pirate. Okay, so vote P is vote pirate.
I mean, look, look. You know what? I can concede the validity of. Maybe I can concede that pirates are sick, but that doesn't invalidate. We can. If you want to learn about pirates, you can take pirates in high school or something, right? Like it doesn't have to be baked into. It can be a specialized class. Right. I mean, so what? You compared me to like Tucker Carlson, right? Meaning that like this take is good enough to be on like network TV. I feel like that's a huge endorsement of my point of view.
I was saying that it's good enough that white supremacists would get right behind it and study it as their doctrine for the next meeting. That's not quite what you want.
I mean, that's a lot, but that's a lot of people, though, right?
Enough to storm a capital, at least. Definitely.
Right. Yeah, no, that would be too goofy. That would require too much organization. I would never. No, I stand by it. It feels like too much. Because also, I mean, like, what am I gonna do? Start learning it out? No, I don't want my other thing is I don't want my kids to know more than I do, because that's gonna create tough conversations at the dinner table. So anything that I didn't catch in school, I don't want them exposed to, which is why I'll homeschool.
Okay, guys.
So wait, if we don't learn our history, like prior to the 80s, does that include everything like cartoons that have existed before the 1980s? Like, will you expose your children to that? That's historical content.
All right, but here's the flip side of this. You're right. But what maybe where I'll win some of the other side over is, in doing this, I'm also for taking down every statue. Take them all down. I think they suck.
Okay.
So,
statues are in the way, honestly. Waste of metal.
Get rid of them.
Well, you guys...
It's like, have you ever looked at a statue and been like every statue you see, you look at it like it's a character actor. You're like, what is he from? Where do I know him from?
Okay.
Yeah, if you like go to DC and you see the Lincoln Memorial, oh, that's the nigga from the money.
Yes. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. That was great. I'm gonna call it. And Cara, you got the vote. It's 2-2. I think it was a shirt. It's 2-2. Which means we go to the fourth random opinion. Wow, this is new. This is the first time. This has ever happened, and it's new. I think I have to let Nick present his because you went first, Cara. I think that's only fair. And
sure.
Okay. But I'm gonna make you debate it. So you're pro for it, okay?
Okay.
You're pro for what his opinion, and Nick, you're con.
I just remembered what my opinion was.
Okay.
Great, I'm so excited.
Wait. So I'm against my opinion?
Yes. Yeah,
Damn! Oh, how could you do this? Fuck me!
I'm just trying to make it interesting. And Carl, the opinion you're pro for is and the thing is, you guys can this is just an open debate, winner take all, free for all, open debate. And the opinion you're pro for is we should make all grass AstroTurf. So I'll give you a minute to this debate, so you can decide. I'll give you a minute to decide, so you can present. You can present what you have to say about all grass being AstroTurf. This is for a Cara. So she's pro.
Right.
Yeah. Cara's pro. You have a minute to say it, and I'll give you a minute to retort against it, Nick. And then we'll go free for all. Just cut it down a little.
Okay, so I'm going first?
Yep, and your time starts now.
Okay, I think it's great if all grass were AstroTurf, because it's greatly, it's creating an even playing field, literally and figuratively, for those with allergies, like pollen, it's bad out here. My cousin, her eyes, they just get trippy during allergy season. So if we just had AstroTurf, we wouldn't have to worry about things like that. Also, think of the thousands upon thousands of gallons of water that we would be saving. Did you know that Flint still, most of them still don't have drinkable water in Flint, Michigan? If we stop filling all of these fields with real ass grass, we could be hydrating all of Flint right now. So if you're actually pro real grass on fields and everywhere, national parks, then you are anti-hydration of minorities, which, I mean, I don't know, it's a tough step to take, but I will concede the rest of my time.
Damn, that's tough. Damn, the fact that it always comes back to being racist is so tough. Damn. You're right.
This is the internet. It's fine.
I think it goes back to she made points about how this is nice for people who have allergies and all that stuff, and I want to reiterate my my no shoes point. It's like there's a lot of people we need to cull. The other thing is this will have a huge impact on the lawnmower and fossil fuel industry, which is already crippled and dying, and we need to keep that alive. It's the lifeblood of it's one of the lifebloods of our economy. I don't know if you can have one of the lifebloods of something, but it seems like a lot of needless spending. And if there's one thing that I can't stand, it's needless spending. So I say, I'm a naturalist. Let things progress as they will. I think we should keep grass the way it is. Who doesn't love playing in the dirt? I want to be able to force my children to mow the lawn to get them out of the house so I can, have a little privacy with my wife. I'm thinking that far ahead. So for me, the AstroTurf thing, and I think for a lot of other Americans, it's not going to work out. I don't think a lot of people are going to vote for that.
Nick, that was a great debate. Backsimi says, Nick, say something about Latinos needing jobs as lawnmowers.
You can leave it down.
And Quan
but I will
says,
say something about jobs myself, though. It sounds like Nick is anti-job creation, because who's going to make all this AstroTurf? In order to turf the entire everywhere, we need to create the AstroTurf. You just want nature to make all the grass? Then who will make the grass? Who will have the job? You can't just leave it up to nature. That isn't fair. We're just leaving money on the table.
Dude, she got slogans.
This is crazy.
Who will wash the grass? Who will feed the children? Come on. Yeah, this is great. Do you guys have any more points you would like to make? Because I think the audience is voting, and I have a couple votes in already.
Can I just say a fun thing? When I was in band in high school, we traveled up north to a field, and their field was all AstroTurf, which blew us away. We were like, where the fuck is y'all's grass? It's just always this up here. And then I'm like, oh, it gets cold. Grass dies in the north. So I guess I'm more of a pro AstroTurf. You get green year-round. I'll cut down on that seasonal depression.
Damn, she really lucked out by you flipping this up, Lemaire.
I just need to change. I just wanted. It was okay.
Because it's so clearly a good idea.
Yeah. I would have if I went with her opinion, I would have flipped it also. But all right, so I gotta call it, and Nick Carr wins.
You know what?
For the dub.
She crushed it.
Yes. Great job to both of you. Thank you guys. Carl, would you like to promote anything? Quickly, you get the first promotions.
Oh, hooray! Oh no, I wanna congratulate Nick. I had a lot of fun with you. You're really funny. I hope that we can be internet friends after this.
Yeah.
But promotions. Lemaire is hosting a mic that I run on my channel. It's here, twitch.tv/FTC show though is spelled THO. Why are you still showing Nick while I'm talking? That's weird. Oh, okay, there I am. I couldn't see me. Yeah, that's shit I said. Lemaire hosting the mic on Friday. It starts at 8 p.m. If you want to sign up, you can email us at ftcshowthough@gmail.com. Also, I have a show that I'm hosting. There's comedy, burlesque, music, blackness. You love ass and titties. Pull up. It's on Sunday, 8 p.m., same channel.
Listen to Coward Hour. That's it. Yeah.
Everybody about the next upcoming shows, and then I'll come back to you guys. So wave by. Yeah. See, that was a great feud, right? Thank you guys for checking it out. Next week, we have another feud, and next week's feud is great. We have Mike Rainey versus Aaliyah Janine. Check them out. Look them both up. It's going to be a great feud. And then after that, we have another feud every Monday, 7 p.m. Thank you guys for